Today I'm talking about 3 non-negotiable rules that you must follow if you are going to set good goals for yourself. Now, lots of people love to set goals. I am definitely one of those people, because when you want to achieve something in your life, it's got to be clearly outlined and actionable, right? So the 3 rules that I'm about to share with you are going to help you set your goals in a way that you will be able to take action on them and achieve them. Now, first rule, number 1, you must be in a feel-good vibe when you set your goals, right? If you are feeling negative and pessimistic and setting goals from a place of scarcity or sadness or frustration, you're probably not going to set very good goals. But also the energy and the intention that comes along with that goal isn't going to be really supportive of you getting out there and taking action. So make sure that you feel amazing when you sit down to do your goal setting, when you sit down to plan out your year or your month or your life. Get into a high energy, feel good state before you do it. One of the easiest ways to do that, of course, is gratitude, right? Think about someone or something that you are so incredibly grateful for in your life, and really tune into that feeling and be grateful for everything that you already have, and then sit down and plan out what are the next things that you want. Another easy way to get into a high energy state, of course, crank up the music, start dancing and jumping around the house. That always works really well. Now, rule number 2 when it comes to setting good goals is to make sure that they are specific and measurable. There are a ton of different recommended methods for goal setting, but all of them, no matter what approach you take to goal setting, say that they must be specific. So you must have clarity around what it is that you want to achieve, and it must be measurable in that you must be able to know if you are making progress toward the outcome or not. And of course, you must know when you have achieved that goal. So for example, saying I want to lose some weight, or I want to lose more weight, or I want to make more money, that is not specific or measurable because it's not clear, and you can't define that. You can't know when you've actually reached it. Saying I am going to lose 10 kilos by Christmas, or I want to make $150,000 in my business in the current financial year, those things are specific and measurable. If you're not clear about what it is that you want and when you want it by, of course, then you may end up with something completely different. Somebody who says, I want to make more money this year, if you then go and give that person $5, of course, they then have more money, right? But it's probably not what they had in mind. Now, the third an important rule about setting your goals is that you work on one thing at a time. Lots of people love to set lots of goals when they do a goal setting session, and that is perfectly acceptable. You might have goals in different area of your life, but when it comes to your big, audacious, beautiful, bold goals, you want to just be focusing on one of them at a time, because you want to be able to go all in. You want to give it your 100% focus and energy. So it's okay to have multiple goals, and it's okay to have perhaps several smaller goals on the go at one time, like I drink a green smoothie for breakfast every day, or I go to the gym 3 times a week. So smaller goals, or perhaps I make 5 sales calls every week in my business, right? So smaller goals that aren't so difficult to achieve. You can have several of them on the go, but when it comes to those really big goals, the ones that are going to take everything you've got and a lot of focus and energy and action, just work on one of them at a time. Do not ever try and do a complete life overhaul all at once, because it never ever works out. It's quite a recipe for disaster. So that's it. That's our 3 non-negotiable rules that you must absolutely follow when you are setting your goals. The methods by which you set goals is up to you. If you want to learn more about that, I wrote about that in this week's blog. I can pop the link for that under this video. All right, enjoy, have a beautiful day, and get to goal setting.